All right, back we go. Saturday, January 30th. Doing some more videos. Start with JAGX. Yeah, I did these videos, a lot of them like 2 weeks ago. Let's see where they went to where they, let's see. Reminder, Jaguar Health sponsor a proposed post-pandemic recovery equity SPAC to host webcast. Okay. Or a commercial stage pharmaceutical developing gastrointestinal products for human prescription use in animals worldwide. All right, so and this has market cap 330 million, float 63 million. So let's take a look at it on the monthly. You can see the big move up. Now this came down, down. They've had two splits. You see in the weekly, a lot of tails here trying to go up. And you can see the last move. You know, these splits is back in 2019. Another one 2019. And then let's see here. Yeah, it looks like this. Take this line out here. This line here, when it started to break, was over, one, and then really exploded. Let me go back though. Let's take a look here. This 25-cent line was big. Bring this up. Yeah, this is like your ultimate low here. Once you get below a quarter, then it's in like dead man zone. If you buy it under a quarter, it could be, one of your best buys ever, or it could be a disaster. So, all right, here's one. All right, just cleaning this up a little bit. You can see, where this was. 2019 back and forth, tried one again 2020. Sort of just floated sideways. Then we went down way below a quarter here. This was at, like 18 cents. And then December, here we go. Look at the volume here. Pretty even. I don't see nothing different. Here, you see a big volume. Look at all these stocks explode. So, this went up to here, 50 cents. Went up to $1, bounced back down. And then this just ripped. This took off to 425 plus. There was your big move here to here. Getting oversold again. This is the same pattern a lot of them are having. They're making their move up, then it's going back and forth. The high is getting lower. The low, is getting lower in here. You can almost call these flags. Bullish continuation. That's when they've moved up and they're coming back down like this. Then the next move up, which they look like they're doing. Confirmation will be if this breaks up. So you have to move back and forth. This put a tail in your 225. You want this to hold. If this comes back down here, you don't want this to keep this sagging down, sagging down. Where's it going to go? Is it going to go all the way down here and then eventually bounce up? It's getting oversold. We'll see. This needs to get above 4 again. Once we get above 4, have a new base. But it is consolidation now because look at the heavy volume here. The other volume on these bars are much lower. So we'll see if this can hold 225. And next week, we'll see if we break out even earlier. Who knows? Or we get back down here. So this is a wait and see. You don't really know. Looks like it's flagging at this point. So we'll see on JAGX. NMTR. What did they do? Biotechnology company focused on patients with rare disorders. This has been on a run. You see the monthly on this back and forth, 45 plus. It had a split. This came washing down as well. You can see here this 30 line. See this? Then we really came down 2019. So you look here, you had the big move here. On this, you can call it a tight channel wedge. And went down to 40 cents. This bounced the one. Look at the low, back and forth, the low, getting higher, getting higher. So we broke through that one level. It's always good. Remember to break through one. If you can stay above, it's strong. The up bars are good on the up days of the strong days of the volume here. So this broke above one, gapped up. Look at this, came back on later volume, just coming back, and then there's another explosion up. So that's a really good sign. So right now we're at 140. And you need to break on this 150. You break 150 here, then we're getting to 2 plus, maybe 250. We'll see what happens on this if this can keep going. The lows keep getting higher. See this? That's good. This could still pull back to one. That's fine. One's a big line, so you want that to hold on this. If one holds, we continue. It's oversold here too, so that's a good sign here. All right, that's NMTR. Last one, FuelCell. Market cap's now 6.33 billion. I remember when this was like 25 cents. Motley Fool wrote 3 clean energy stocks I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Long-term FuelCell long-term potential overshadowed by lofty valuation. That's tip ranks. So they're basically saying they're probably overvalued right now. They're going to way too much, but we'll see. On this, you can see the monthly chart here. This has had 1 split, 2, 4 splits, 2000. This thing shot up to ridiculous levels. Came back down. On the daily, look at this wedge here. Big wedge, and this thing went sideways. You thought you were going to explode. See, sometimes you don't come right out of the wedge. You're like, it did a little bit, but July, August, September, October, November, you went nowhere. Then this really started to move December. I remember this stock was $2. I remember looking at it. You're saying, back and forth it goes. And little do we know, this was forming a tremendous pattern here. So you can see this move up, back and forth, 2 line with the 4. And then this got above 2. And this really took off in November. Look at the volume, heavy volume here. Went up the 10 line, back down to 8, 14, bounced again. Exactly what you want. You want these, see on the lower volume, the pullback? The volume is lower in these pullback days. It's very strong. And then we bounce up again, 20, bounce back, and then on we go. Where's this going here? This is a high line right here. So you're up against your line. Unless we break through, 24 plus, we could fall back to 14. You could fall back to this ultimate trend line. Or you could fall back to the 1320 EMA, maybe 19, 19, 17, this area, and then bounce. Or it could come back here for, it could really wash down and get oversold, which would be a good buy. So this is to be determined. It's at the high line. I don't like it because, look, high line, it went down. This didn't really touch. High line went down. So that's on that. Let me take this out so you can look cleaner here. So you can see right here, this was the 3 line. And the other line here was the 1 line. So look on this back and forth from 2020. This consolidated pretty much, let's see, January, the whole year. January 2020 to, pretty much now, about 10 months. So this went back and forth from 1 to 2, tried to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, even more than that, probably double on each of these candles, but the clusters here. And then this really exploded here. This really exploded. Incredible. So that's why you don't know. You don't know the common move on breakouts of like patterns once you touch a line is like 3. You have 2 to 4, and then 3 is the most common, I believe. But you don't know this. The main thing you saw in this, you saw decent volume here, but when you see this kind of volume, look at this, and we start to really break through, that's a breakthrough. These other lines were pretty close. You needed a follow through, basically. You didn't get it. And that's what it is. You don't get a follow through, you get out. And this took off, and there you go. So, see here, wedge, came down, broke up. And basically, too, after 2019, this all the volume's been pretty good on the up days. Look at the heavy volume. You don't know where this is going to go. We could pull back, keep going. You know, this could go be one of these stocks. This goes at 50 plus. You don't know. No one really knows. The market could change. So, but immediately keep an eye on these levels. That's all. That's why you have trend lines. Trend lines. You have, you know, cross lines, and your 1320 EMA for short-term moves. So, all right, that's it. On these set of stocks, please subscribe to Mike Heyman Trades. Hit the like button, smash the like button. TradeIdeas.com referral link. Twitter, Mike Frank 007. TikTok, Mike Frank III. Instagram, Mike Frank 98. Stock Twits, Mike Heyman Trades. That's it. Peace.